think that some of this stuff is pretty freaking cool. This right here should look familiar to you. This is the trig circle, and within it you have some perfect triangles. And these perfect triangles are your 30, 60, 90, your 90, 45, 45, and your 60, 60, 60. When you look at 3x3 and 5x5 and 8x8 circles, you can see some fun things start to happen. These triangles start to pop up. Now, to understand that, let's go over dimensions real quick. So, 0 dimension is just a blob of freaking chaos. 1 dimension is one singular point. 2 dimension is a series of points that connect and create a line. You need at least 2, and the line between them is then a series of infinite dots. We refer to these as like decimals. Now, your 3D is technically a triangle and also a sphere. Not a circle, but a sphere, because a sphere is what? 3D. The reason why it's both is because you can fit this triangular prism within this sphere. This is where in past videos I've talked about this concept, which brings us to 4D. 4D is when these two polars that are a paradox and contradict each other, by the way, they combine and start to flow. This creates time-space for something to exist within. And for that, I'll reference the Veruvian Man. We have 5 fingers, 5 ligaments, 5 main senses. 5 main senses to sense the tangible physical world. We have other senses for the ethereal mind world up here, but we'll get into that in another video. Now, real quick, the Fibonacci sequence is very important to keep in mind here. Because if we want to be able to ascend to this ethereal consciousness, we have to understand these 5 dimensions first. So there's going to be some steps here. 2 steps here. 3 steps here. It's going to get increasingly complex as you ascend. So this means we have 6D, 7D, and 8D is our goal. And 9D is the result of this goal. We'll learn this later, but these are interconnected as well. 6D is the spiral in. You go inside yourself, you learn to balance these 5 chakras, and you unlock your 6th, which is your 3rd eye. You settle into this state and you learn to meditate. There are 3 states to be aware of when meditating, and mastering all these 3, you get 7 sides and your crown chakra. When you master these 2, they come down to combine into your 8D, which is your flow state. So remember this 4D time-space bubble up here? Now, you understand this vertical space bubble that is your physical body, and then your heart energetic space, which goes outside of you, which is your electromagnetic aura field, which is actually this whole thing. So unlocking your 8 flow state unlocks this little flower of life within yourself. And 9D is arguably the most necessary. It's the spiral back out. Every successful homeostazed species has to release. Remember this video where I said there's an ATP release? If you don't get rid of the energy, it stores up inside of you and you explode. And so this is where I bring up the 2 main energetic imbalances that show up as the personality disorders, borderline